everyone, and welcome to my freak show. It's time for the best Siobhan fan theories. And these are my favorite theories and are in no particular order. And if your theory was not included in this video, that's my bad. I need more time, or maybe another Mary, to include all of your badass theories that you guys left in the comments. And guys, don't be a dick in the comments. If you don't like the theory, be constructive, not negative. Spoiler warning. Okay, so we have Gavik's theory here. It says, yeah, I agree with the idea that Lilith is Siobhan. But due to some of the rules of the world and so on, she has almost no power. But that Lucifer is giving to her as his. She's not a slave, but a regular worker, and her wish is to finally be free and on her own, not pieces she is allowed to take. I enjoyed this theory very much because it expanded a little bit more on the lure of Siobhan being Lilith and kind of the reason why she would want her own coven, want her own power. It would absolutely make sense that if Siobhan is been given powers such as from Lucifer, she is the kind of character who absolutely seems like she wants to be her own independent person. She does not want to be a slave. She does not want to be a worker bee. She wants to be the boss. So again, I really enjoyed this theory. Really Headlines says, Siobhan is quite old, is dying. She knows it, and they will need a 13th to replace her in the coven. The baby is where Siobhan moves into when she dies. Anna joins the coven to stay with her baby and her best friend. The coven, actually Dex's mother, kills both Dex and his father, as they are unnecessary now that the baby is here. The coven is eternal. Funny how Siobhan looks exactly the same in 1968 when they were making Rosemary's Baby. That would make her about 76 years old right now. And Anna gets everything she ever wanted in the end. So who is the real evil one here? Anna was given every opportunity to say no, but she always said yes, didn't she? The reason why I truly enjoyed this comment was because it connected a lot of the pieces here. About the 13th, that would mean that they have more people in their coven that we haven't seen. That would certainly make sense, but hopefully if there are more people in the coven, they will include that in the finale. I also see more than one person indicating that Siobhan is going to move into Anna's baby when Anna gives birth to it. That actually does happen in the book. And Anna joins the coven to stay with her baby and her best friend. But the whole thing with Dex's mother doesn't happen. Yeah, Siobhan seems to be back, as another commenter pointed out to me, way back in the times of like 42 AD. So it's possible that Siobhan is even way older than 76 years old. And it would make absolutely sense that Siobhan is now like at a certain point in her body where it's dying and she needs another soul to start anew again. Also love how she pointed out that Anna has been given almost every opportunity to say no, but she has always said yes. So her question of who is the real evil one here really had my brain like diving headfirst into the theory pool because I absolutely agree with it. Okay, so the next theory that we have is from the Queen Debbie Ebby. Debbie says Siobhan is the OG Supreme, older than Sexy Scathach. Now, the reason why I included this is because of the opening scene with Ivy giving birth to her twins, and then I believe she was in Ireland. And a lot of you in the comments also have pointed out that Siobhan's name is, I hope I say it right, is more like Gaelic. So I think that Debbie has something here. What if Siobhan is not Lilith, but she is literally one of the OG Supremes that started this whole thing? And I absolutely would love to see something like that. I don't know if Siobhan could overtake Sexy Scathach. I don't know. Siobhan takes a shower, she shaves, she looks gorgeous. But I don't know. What do you guys think? Siobhan versus Sexy Scathach. Which one would win? Great theory, Debbie. If Siobhan is not Lilith, that she is something like a Sexy Scathach type of character. Okay, so we have Curtis here that says that Siobhan is the Baba Yaga. The Baba Yaga has two sisters, the Ashleys. Now, when I saw this, I wondered to myself, what the heck is a Baba Yaga? So I looked it up, and a Baba Yaga is an enigmatic or ambiguous character from Slavic folklore of one of a trio of sisters of the same name who has two opposite roles. In some motifs, she is described as a repulsive or ferocious old-looking woman who fries and eats little ones, while in others, she is a nice old woman who helps out the hero. So it absolutely seems that this is another theory that I wish I had time to dive into and make a theory video about. Because the whole thing about a trio of sisters with the same name, we have two Ashleys, yeah, it really seems to click, especially when you're talking about the children, and it looks like that's what they ingested Addie's baby in episode, I guess that was 7. So yeah, this would absolutely seem like possibly this is something that Siobhan could be as well. So I absolutely enjoyed this theory. Excellent work on it. Again, I wish this was something that I had seen before and that I had time to delve into and try to connect Siobhan to. Okay, so we have a best fan theory from Merman Eli. Merman Eli says, I do believe Lilith is creating succubus or incubus, and they eat the placenta to stay youthful and force mothers to choose between motherhood and their deepest desires. Siobhan made a deal with Dr. Hill to have her embryos placed into the bodies of pregnant women. Specific women, it seems. I do believe Dex is an incubus, and his father is going to reveal that to him. It's why Dex is a total POS to women in general. That makes sense. And every time something happens, it's usually when a person is asleep or unconscious, like with what happened to Margaret. So I really loved this theory. This also makes sense. If Siobhan is Lilith and all of her little demon babies that they're all creating are little succubus and incubus, that would make sense because we saw Sonia eating the placenta in, of course, in a flashback in episode 7. And a lot of these women seem to choose between motherhood and their deep desires. So absolutely, this one really ticked into my head and just really made me going, especially about Dex being an incubus and that his father's going to reveal that to him in the season finale. I would love that. That's a twist I would love to see. And it certainly does explain why Dex is a POS to women. So, and also a really good point about a lot of the time something happens, it's usually whenever Anna is asleep or unconscious. And they also did the same to Margaret. They knocked her out, tied her up, and took that blood from her or put the blood in her. So, yeah, I mean, absolutely, that would make a lot of sense. Really enjoyed reading this, Merman Eli. Thank you so much. PB says, I could see a callback to an earlier episode happening. A character, possibly Anna, was looking at something on the phone. And in the background was a link about Celtic legend, lore, mythology. So I think it will be inspired by any real Celtic mythology that fits, or that they will make up one for the show. It fits with their name and possibly Cara Delevingne's first accent. I almost would prefer that they make something up. I don't like what they did with Mia Farrow, a dramatized retelling about a real person who is still alive, no less. Okay, so I enjoyed this theory video so much because it was a good note. Whenever episode 1 happened, I noticed when Anna was looking up Miss Preacher that there, you could see a cabal is happening in Hollywood. She had all these links and headlines about all these different topics. And one of them was about Cara Delevingne's character, Ivy, being from Ireland, and absolutely that would make sense. I I don't know if they're going to make something up or if they will take someone like a Sexy Scathach and just apply that to Siobhan. Let's see what the finale gives us. But yeah, I really enjoyed reading this theory. And something else about Siobhan not having not wanting an Antichrist. It was outside of the box of a normal Antichrist. Siobhan's a demon and stuff like that. So I just really enjoyed it. Jed said that Siobhan could be a daughter of Lilith, a succubus, wanting to produce the perfect child to be Lilith's vessel. But it's AHS. I don't know. LOL. Or probably the Morrigan, since she appeared on ancient Galway, Ireland. The Morrigan symbol is the raven. Okay, this theory really clicked it in my head, obviously because of the raven, and of Siobhan being the daughter of Lilith. In my theory video about Siobhan actually being Lilith, I couldn't link them necessarily together to be the same person. But Jed's theory right here puts them still in relation, and that Siobhan is looking for this perfect product because she wants to put her mother in this child's soul. So again, that was so clever. And about the Morrigan, about on Galway, Ireland, about how their symbol is the raven. This is another theory that I wish I had more time, or that I had seen before, so I had more time to delve into it to make those connections to Siobhan. So really great theory. Highly enjoyed it. Okay, and last but not least, we have Ash Crow Goddess, who says, I'm thinking Siobhan's the earliest form of the mother goddess. All those early forms are neither really male nor female, which is why Satan gets that androgynous depiction in a lot of modern fiction. And they don't need anyone else to make a baby. She's going to be a lot like Loki, a Lilith, Maleficent, or a Shiva. Possibly that's why they named her Siobhan, though Shiva is usually depicted as a male. She's a nightbird, Nyx, the goddess, not the singer, Cybele, Gala, Tiamat, Neith, Newt. She is the devil herself. That's why she's so much worse, also, because the devil is beautiful and she is in everyone. Okay, so I enjoyed this one because it absolutely did kind of just pull things together. So it made Siobhan not Lilith, but the devil herself. I absolutely enjoyed the fact that Siobhan could be the devil himself, or now herself. And that's why, as she says right here, that it's so much worse because the devil is beautiful and she is in everyone. Great deep connection there, Ash. Again, really enjoyed reading this theory. Special thank you to everybody who included their theories in my comment sections. I really appreciate all of you for trusting me with your theory and to put them out there as favorites. Thank you again for sharing them with me. So what did you guys think of these Siobhan theories? Let me know in the comments because, as you know, I love reading what you guys have to say. Weekly Wednesday live stream is tonight at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Beyond the Horror, my unofficial American Horror Story after show, is Thursday at 7 p.m. Central Time. Make sure, of course, to like the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe for more great content. And if you want to support the channel further, please consider becoming a Patreon or a channel member. You get a bunch of rewards for just $1, and links are all in the description. And guys, don't forget, I am not going to stop the content just because American Horror Story is going to be over. I'm going to be reviewing more shows and doing more AHS news, updates, parodies, theories, and all of that stuff. Sorry for my phone. So I will still be creating your favorite content. Thank you all so much for watching. I love you all so much, and beware of Sexy Scathach.